What I want to do today is take a look at some job postings, and I want to start out with Boeing. It's a pretty classic um, job posting thing for a larger company. This is very different than the type of things that, if you've been looking for jobs in the past, that you might see. They are clearly recruiting people. See this nice shiny jet here. This image is really designed to pull us in. If we scroll down a little bit, we can see their career areas. So these are broken up into different areas. We have business, cybersecurity, data science analytics, manufacturing, information technology, engineering. And you can look, it's got a very space age feel to it. Um, this is something that you want to look for in looking at postings. Is this something along the lines of life at Boeing? Something that will give you a sense of the corporate culture that you might be expecting to get into if you were to work for one of these companies. Let's go back up here. Let's take a look at business, since we have so many business majors going on in our class. And here we see this hip, cool guy in his leather jacket and his shiny head. Um, they have this picture of him overseeing this scene, and you can see there's stuff going on here. Right? Even though this is the business section, there's some stuff going on. And these are just some of the different things that are going to pop up along here. And these will be similar elsewhere. These ones here, so business operations, finance, human resources, supply chain, employee profiles, business internships. These are all going to be ones that are related to business careers. If we scroll through, we see some other things here. So we have a job search thing. And again, this is going to be very typical of larger companies along this line, tech companies, things like that. We have some featured jobs. We have my account. This is a great thing here. You log in, you register, you upload your materials. You check back from time to time, and when you see that job that you want, you're set to apply for it. And then, again, further broken down here, business operations, finance, etc. Let's look at business operations jobs. Let's do that. Come on, you could do it. All right. Oh, schedule maintenance. Dang it. All right. Scroll down here. We see we have some opportunity to do some filtering depending on what city, state, country that we might want to live in. Here's the 19 jobs available. These are going to give us the job title, city, state, country. So this one is in Mesa, Arizona. Date that it was posted. All right, this is very important. We want to look for the most recent ones. Some companies are really good about updating this, others not so much. Look, here's one in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Why don't we just take a look at that random thing here. All right, again, we have a search capability. You can plug in whatever you want, city, state, etc. Different ways to browse it, but let's look at this. This is the important part here. We have the job title, business process analyst, company, job ID. This is very important to look for here. Job ID is something that you're going to want to include in your cover letter. I'm writing today to apply for the job of business process analyst 2. And then in parentheses following that, you would put job ID in this number here. They're hiring probably a lot of people in this field or something with a similar name. They want to make sure it's linked to this particular position, which is in Albuquerque, New Mexico. You would also, in your cover letter, you would note that this is the location you're applying for. We see an overall description of the job. This is kind of a synopsis. General responsibilities. These are the things that you can expect to have to do. I'm not going to read through these because this is a video and time is of the essence, but you can come back and always look at these. What division it falls under. Relocation assistance available. This is something important to know. If there's a place that you really want to work, but you can't afford to move, this could be a problem. Right? Some of them, if they really want you there, they will apply. They will give relocation assistance. They may pay for your entire move. Qualifications. Important one here. Requires an active secret U.S. security clearance. All right, it has to have been active in the past 24 months. Required experience and education. You need to have a bachelor's degree, experience with Microsoft Office. Hey, look at that. All those things here that we talked about, including SharePoint. SharePoint is part of Office 365 that we use at UNM. Experience working in a highly technical and or research environment. Okay, that's something you're going to need to get. Current secret clearance with the ability to obtain top secret. So knowing that this is top secret clearance and that it's in Albuquerque, my guess is that the job is located on base. The desired experience. Right, this is a bit different. So required is like this is what you have to even apply for the job. Desired means this is the scale, what I call a scale tipper. All things being equal between you and the person sitting next to you, if you have these things, that's going to tip the scales in your favor. So in this case, if you've already got a top secret clearance, if you have experience working with geographically dispersed teams, so that would be people all over the country, the world, or just maybe even around base, the ability to travel up to 25% of the time supporting field tests on remote ranges. Travel is a thing to consider. Is it something you really want to do, or something maybe you can't? Maybe you've got kids, maybe you have a sick relative you take care of. Typical education and experience. What they want is someone with a bachelor's degree and typically 3 or more years related work experience, a master's degree, and 1 year experience, or an equivalent combination of education and experience. And you'll see this a lot where they'll trade off a degree or amount of education for an amount of work. The more work you have, the less education you need. Experience level, individual contributor, job type standard, travel. Yes, 10% of the time, even though that other thing said 25%, that would be something to talk about in an interview. Contingent upon program award. This says no. Sometimes you may see something that it is contingent upon a program award. And what will happen is companies that are looking to get funding for a project, they need to be able to prove, before they can get the funding, they need to be able to prove that they can hire the qualified people for it. All right, so they may say, yes, come and interview, and once they have those people, then they can try and get the award. But if they don't, the whole job thing might fall apart. Is it a union job? No, it's not. Here's a job code. That's an HR type thing. So that's a quick look at a posting for Boeing. Again, important things, and you'll see these not just here, but everywhere. Job title, you can always list it as they do. Job ID. General responsibilities, you're going to want to look for those skills that you have. Relocation assistance. Qualifications, again, required, these are the ones you have to apply. Desired or preferred, sometimes it will say, these are the ones that are going to put you at the top of the heap in the running. And that is that.